Just thought I would stop and make a video quickly about something I discovered on YouTube. I was recently looking for footage to make a video, and I put into the search bar in YouTube Reptilian jokes. And this is the result. 2,500, about 2,530 results. Let's see, they've got Reptilian Shapeshifter, William Tells, Johnny Liz, 101777 Truth, Reptilian Philosophy. Boy, they got Johnny Liz up here several times. I'm not going to go through all the results, but you get the picture. They have us all on here as jokes so that no one will take us seriously. I believe it's kind of like it's so big, just throw a blanket over it, maybe nobody will notice. I don't know. I mean, they've even got a playlist of, and they're calling this Reptilian Jokes is the search criteria that I'm using. You know, I don't know, it's a little disheartening, but I don't really care. I expect this kind of blowback from people because the truth is always stranger than fiction, and people are so programmed, and for a lack of a better word, people are hypnotized. People are hypnotized by the tell-lie vision because they've been watching programming all their lives, and they have consumed chemicals that have been approved by our government that actually calcify your pineal gland, which is probably the most important part of your whole body, in my humble opinion. If they're, well, I don't know, I'm not going to say if, where the spirit is seated, the spirit in your body, the real you, your energy, you're part of a bigger thing, and it's energy, it's raw, pure energy, and there's not much of it. Doctors have weighed people at the time of death, and they always lose the same amount of weight. It's like 2 or 3 ounces. I'm not sure about that number, I'd have to look it up. But the human body loses a certain amount of weight at the time of death when the soul leaves the body. So it's not significant, but it's measurable. But they want to take that part of your brain and cement it. It's like they dip it in cement. With the calcium, there are videos on here on YouTube and everywhere else. If you're not queasy and you can handle looking at stuff like that, you can see where they've dissected actual pineal glands that have been calcified, and they show a picture of that next to a normal one. It's unreal. The calcified one is literally it's white with green hues, and that's like the transistor in your radio. Your pineal gland is, and it's just so small as compared to the rest of your brain, which most of it you don't use anyway. Most people don't use. There are parts of your brain that are unaccessed because you have not expanded your mind. through whatever means necessary that you deem helpful. Meditation is a real good way to get in touch with yourself and with your surroundings, and just, I guess it depends on your life experiences as to what you've been through and what you're going through. It's all just a big lesson and a weeding out process anyway. And then when it comes to a head and it's all gone, just not too far from here, it's looking like it starts all over again. It's just an endless circle that never stops. We're only here for a short time. Everything else has been here since the beginning of time. So anybody that thinks outside of the box or tries to show people what they see, we get pigeonholed into conspiracy theorists category. That our minds aren't valid. We're making jokes and we're making this up. I've been accused of using software. I've been, oh, this is fake and that's not right. And you did this, you did that. I don't do anything except record what I see. And then I put some catchy little music to it, which I've gotten several complaints about music. I guess you'd rather hear me talk. I don't know why. Can't stand talking. I get lost in my own thoughts and I start rambling and I get off subject and I digress, and I'd have to write a speech and sit here and read it to sound proper. Right now I'm just speaking off the top of my head and trying to keep myself from going or duh or so I don't know, it's so much work and they try to make a joke out of it. It's not right. They should take, even if you don't agree with somebody else's views or opinions, you should at least respect the fact that they believe in them, and maybe even go as far as to research it yourself and not take somebody else's word for it. Research, look these things up, read some books, look at some pictures, listen to some lectures, then make up your own mind. Don't make uninformed decisions based on other people's opinions. Think for yourselves and think way outside the box. Stop following the velvet rope, raise your heads up, and look around and decide which way you want to go. Stop following the herd. There's three, to me, in my mind, there are three types of people in the world. There are sheep, sheeple, there are wolves, and there are shepherds. I would like to consider myself a shepherd. And most of you are sheeple. And I don't want you to be sheeple. I want you to be people. I want you to wake up. I want everybody to wake up to this wicked world, and we've got to change. Or we have to learn how to accept the change that's coming, because it's coming. Something is going to happen. Everybody feels it. Everybody knows it. Everyone's talking about it. It's basically inevitable. The signs, the prophecies that are coming to pass, the activities that are going on. You can go and look through people's channels and find information and weed out the there's so much misinformation that you really have to do some long hours of study if you want to find the truth. Because anybody can make a video and anybody can say anything. Doesn't make it fact, doesn't make it law, doesn't make it right. It just makes it pronounced. Somebody said what they thought or felt. And even in a minority of one, truth is still truth, and right is still right, and wrong is still wrong. So take that for what it's worth. I'm going to end this video. I've gotten way off track, as I knew I would, but I just wanted to let you all know that YouTube considers us a joke. Because if you put reptilian jokes into their search criteria and hit search, all of our channels are on here. Look at there, I'm in the top 5. I'm within the top 5 jokes on YouTube. Makes me feel real special. Johnny Liz, I know we had some differences there, but we are on the same side, believe it or not. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate everybody's help and all of you that have been working so hard on these videos. I apologize to you for YouTube for listing you under a joke genre, if that's what you would call it. Reptilian jokes should be like jokes about reptilians. It shouldn't be our videos. It should not be these educational expose videos. This is freedom of speech that's being manipulated, but it is their company, so what are you gonna do? Okay, that's all I got for now. Stay safe and God bless.